So, have a seat on your mat. Let's get tuned in, centered in, connected. So feel your sit bones, align your spine, relax your shoulders, relax your jaw. Close your eyes, take a deep breath in through your nose. Big exhale through the mouth. Just take the opportunity to feel everything in your body right now. Check in with your body. Start breathing a nice, deep, slow Ujjayi breath. Check in with thought patterns, emotions. Notice what your energy feels like. And then bring palms together in front of your heart and pause to set your own personal intention for practice this morning. When you're clear on your intention, take a deep breath in. Big exhale. Relax your arms, open your eyes. Let's roll the shoulders back a couple of times. And I want you to transition straight into downward facing dog. Pedal the feet a little bit if you need to. And then find some stillness, find some spinal length. Walk your feet forward, keeping knees bent. Coming into ragdoll, just allowing the spine to lengthen a little bit. Absolutely slack in the neck, so your neck should be totally relaxed. Breathing is deep. On your next inhale, come all the way up. Reach the arms up and overhead. As you exhale, palms together in front of the heart. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, fold all the way forward. Inhale and look up halfway. Exhale back down. Step back with your left foot. Hold your lunge for a moment. You really kind of allow your hips to sink here. So a lot of times I say these things to remind myself as well as to remind you guys, but don't just kind of get into your lunge and check out. Instead, get into your lunge and check in. Can you sink the hips a little deeper? Maybe straighten the left leg a little more. Go ahead and drop left knee down, fully extend the right leg. Flex the ankle and toes, pull the chest forward, make sure your shoulders are relaxed. Bend your right knee. Bring the arms up and overhead. Pelvis is going to tilt. Ribcage lifts. Hips move forward. Palms together in front of the heart. Let's go ahead and come into prayer twist if that works for your body. Remember, once you rotate, you don't want your prayer hands by your right shoulder. You push into them to lift the chest and twist and look over right shoulder. So in this position, we want the twist, but we also want that right hip to open. So we have to lift up and away from the right thigh. Go ahead and bring your hands down, step back to plank. Hold your plank for a moment. And then we'll go ahead and just flow through the vinyasa of your choice. We'll be doing a few vinyasas today. You get to do them your way. Modify if you need to. Go full on, adding in chaturanga push-ups if you need to. It's your vinyasa, your way. When you get to down dog, press the hips up and back. And then step your left foot forward. Come into your lunge. And remember, you want to tune in and really be mindful of what you're feeling in the hips and in the legs. Go ahead and drop your right knee down. Fully extend left leg. If you can, you're flexing your ankle and you're pulling your heart forward. Bend your left knee. Bring the arms up and overhead. Pelvis tilts, rib cage lifts, and we open up the front of the right hip. Palms together in front of the heart. Prayer twist to your left. So once you get there, remember, prayer hands are not by the left armpit. You're not hanging out. You're pushing into the palms. Lift your chest, twist, and look over your left shoulder. Hands come down, step forward, standing forward bend. Inhale, reach the arms all the way up and overhead. Exhale, palms together in front of the heart. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look up halfway. Exhale, back down. Step back with your right foot. Hold for one more breath in your lunge. And then if you can, all you're going to do is gaze forward and begin to straighten the left leg. If you actually get your left leg straight, focus on tightening the top of the left thigh. Some yoga teachers say it's like lifting your left kneecap. I say you're contracting your left quadricep because that'll give you a little bit more length in that left hamstring. Take one more breath here. Bend your left knee. If you can, come on up into a high lunge. Palms together, prayer twist to the left. Same thing, you guys, push into your palms, lift your chest. Hands to the mat, take a vinyasa. From this downward facing dog, we're stepping forward with the right foot. And then gazing forward, beginning to straighten the right leg. If the right leg goes all the way straight, just like we did on the other side, contract the top of your thigh, tighten the top of your thigh to get a little bit of extra release through the back of the thigh, the bottom of the thigh. Bend your right knee, come on up, arms up and overhead. Sink your hips. And then palms together, prayer twist to your right. Press into your palms as you look over your right shoulder. Hands down, step forward, standing forward bend. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, palms together in front of the heart. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look up halfway. Exhale, back down. So you can either walk or jump back to plank and take a vinyasa. Really lengthen out in your down dog. And as you achieve that spinal length, actively press your heels down, down, down towards the mat. Take a big step forward with your right foot. Spin your left heel flat. Come on up, warrior two. Want you to straighten your right leg. Lengthen your torso out to the right. Find your triangle pose this morning. I want you to be very mindful of sensation in the back of the right thigh and the inner right thigh. Bring your left hand down. See if you can lengthen your torso forward over your right leg. Really contract top of the right thigh. And then simply come all the way back up, warrior two, right knee bends. Reverse your warrior, left hand, left thigh, right arm up and over. Come back up. Scoot your right foot forward, at least 3 scooches, really deep, warrior two. Straighten your right leg again. This is going to be an extremely extended triangle. Reach through that right arm to lengthen the spine. Be very mindful of your alignment. So we have to stay out of that part of our head that is grasping. It's a great place to practice aparigraha, non-greed, non-grasping. We're not greedy in the pose. We're just really trying to open up back of the right thigh, inside of the right thigh. Yet again, bring your left hand down. Lengthen out over that right leg. Hands to the mat, step back to plank, take your vinyasa. You might notice as you lengthen into your down dog that the right leg feels different now. The right side feels different. Left foot forward, right foot flat, warrior two. Left leg straightens. We're going to lengthen out. Find our triangle on the left side. Again, just be really impeccable with your alignment. Stay tuned into your body. Stay tuned into sensations. Stay out of the head that says it needs to look or be a certain way, or that your hand has to be in a certain place. It's all about, in this case, the back of the left thigh, inside of the left thigh. Come back up into your warrior two. Right hand, right thigh, left arm up and over to reverse your warrior. Come all the way back up, warrior two. Scoot your left foot forward. A few good scooches. Deep warrior two. And straighten your left leg. Extended triangle. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen out. Find that really deep and satisfying sensation on the inside of your left thigh and the back of the left thigh. Bring your right hand down, lengthen out over your left leg. And then we're going to step back to plank, take a vinyasa. As you get into your downward facing dog, compare legs. They should both be feeling a lot looser and more open. Then we're gonna step right foot forward, spin left heel flat, come up into warrior one. So finding your alignment, hips forward, very important here. Straighten your right leg. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen the torso forward. Go ahead and bring hands down to the shin, the foot, or the floor, keeping right leg completely straight. Now slide your left hand over to the top of your right foot, onto your right shin, or outside the right foot. Don't let your left hand be on the inside. Very important. So wherever your left hand is going to be, right leg stays straight, right hip pulls back, left hip pulls forward. Please put your right hand at your right hip or your right waist. Lengthen your spine and simply begin to turn your torso. When you feel as though your right shoulder is over the left, take the right arm up to the ceiling. Bring your right hand back down, step back to plank, take your vinyasa. And then we're gonna step the left foot forward, spin the right heel flat, come on up, warrior one. Make sure those hips rotate forward. It really helps when you try to balance in revolve triangle if your hips are rotated forward. My helpful hint for the day. Let's go ahead and extend the left leg. Lengthen forward. Stretch, stretch, stretch. And you're trying to maintain that hip alignment here as you're lengthening out. Let your right hand come down to either left foot, left shin, or outside the left foot. And then keeping the spine long, we're gonna put left hand at the left hip or waist and simply begin to revolve your torso. If you feel as though left shoulder vertically stacks on top of right, then you can take that left hand towards the ceiling. Keep those hips aligned. Left hand comes back down, step it back to plank position and flow through your vinyasa. Really lengthen your spine in your down dog. Push those hips up and back. Hamstrings should be feeling considerably different from your first down dog. Walk your feet forward. You're also welcome to jump them forward if you're feeling perky. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, bring your palms together in front of your heart. So we're going to be doing a little balancing. I would like for you to stand on your left foot first this morning. So we're going to have a leg extended and then we're going to be playing with it. What is important is that the leg is straight. You're welcome to use a strap, but I believe you should be able to do this without props, right? You just have to be honest with yourself where you grab. If you're particularly tight, you might be grabbing your pants or behind your thigh or behind your calf, or you might grab the foot. But here's the deal. We're going to be transitioning. So you're going to stand on your left foot. Let's go ahead and fully extend the right leg. Grab whatever you can reach. Take a couple of breaths here, making sure your leg is completely straight. Then I'd like you to take your left arm out to the left and begin to extend right leg out to the right. If you feel grounded enough, you'll shift your gaze over your left hand. Left thumb, left middle finger. Bring your leg back to the front and release. Same thing, other side. Stand on your right foot. Grab whatever you need to grab on your left side. And remember, it's gonna feel different from one side to the next. So if you need to hang on to your thigh, it's fine. It doesn't matter what this looks like. We're going for that hamstring and inner thigh stretch, right? So you begin with both hands somewhere on your very straight left leg. Then you take your right arm out to the right. You begin to take your left leg to the left. Maybe you shift your gaze to the right. Bring your left leg back in and release. Roll your shoulders back. And that beautifully prepares us for a full-on half moon, which is where we're going next. Again, starting on your right foot. Just a reminder, your right hand should be torso distance from your foot, not really close to it, but also not really far away. Pardon me. And your right thumb will actually align with your right little toe. So as you bring right hand down, you can always adjust if you need to. Left leg is going to extend as much as you can, parallel to the floor. And if you feel like you can, your left arm is going to reach up towards the ceiling. And maybe you shift your gaze. Come on up from that. And we'll go the other way. Standing on your left foot. Left hand comes down, torso distance from the left foot. Right leg extends, if you can. Right arm reaches for the ceiling. And maybe you shift your gaze. Coming back up from that. Bring your feet together at the front of the mat. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold all the way forward. Inhale and look up halfway. Exhale, back down. You can either walk or jump back to plank. Flow through a vinyasa. Now, from this downward facing dog, we're going to take the right leg up, bend the knee, roll the right hip bone open, open, open. As you swing your right leg underneath you, it's going to go straight. You're going to flex your right ankle, and you're going to slide your right foot up towards your left armpit. And then lower yourself down. See if you can get your chest to the floor. See if you can extend your arms out to the side like a T. Maybe you can turn your head to the right, maybe not. This should be like revolved triangle on your stomach. So maybe your your left hand is grabbing your right foot. You're trying to keep both legs straight. Go ahead and come back up onto your hands. Extend your right leg straight back. Bend the knee, roll the hip bone open. We're going to swing the right leg underneath again. This time we're going into pigeon. So left leg slides back. You find that right glute stretch. And so we know when our glutes are healthy and strong, they are also flexible. And when the glutes are flexible, that allows the hamstrings to lengthen even more. From pigeon, you're going to come up onto your hands. I suggest you use your left hand to help you here. What I'd like you to do is extend your right leg way out in front of you. I'm actually going to get mine off my mat so it'll slide a little bit. So we're just coming into a split prep. So if you can, right leg is straight, right foot is flexed. You can keep your weight on your hands. Or if you're feeling like your hammies are starting to release a little bit, keeping legs very active, you're welcome to take the hands off the floor if you want. Hands come down. We step back to plank, flow through your vinyasa. Even here, you might notice right leg feels more flexible, right? So it's just always opening and strengthening in increments, right? Left leg is going to go behind us, bend the knee, roll your hip bone, open, open, open. Swing your left leg underneath you, but it's straight. Flex your left ankle. Slide that left foot up towards your right armpit, and you're lowering down. You're trying to get to your stomach. Arms open out like a T. Maybe your right hand grabs your left foot, but you're trying to keep that left leg straight. Maybe your head turns to the left. Again, it's like that revolved triangle, but we're on our stomach. Release out. Hands come under the shoulders. We go straight up and back with that left leg. Bend the knee, roll the hip bone open again. This time as we take the left leg underneath, we're coming into pigeon. Slide that right leg back. We want that left glute to release. And then from here, we're coming up onto the hands. Remember, it's helpful to use your right hand. So just like we did on the other side, we want to fully extend that left leg. Let it extend as far as possible. Both legs are very active. Left ankle is flexed. So it's a split prep. If you feel comfortable enough with it, you can take arms up, but by all means, support yourself if you need to. And then hands down, take it back to plank and flow through your vinyasa. Press those hips up and back, stretch. Walk or jump your feet forward, standing forward bend. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, palms together in front of the heart. I bet you thought you were done with your balancing. You're not. So we did, what we have been doing is triangle and revolve, triangle, and then we've done standing, extended leg, and half moon. So revolved triangle, we're now going to be doing our revolved extended leg and revolved half moon. And then I promise I'll let you sit down. So what we're going to do is begin the same way we did last time with our balances. You're going to stand on your right foot. Left leg should be straight as you can get it. Grab whatever you need to so that the left leg stays extended. So this time what we're going to do is take the left arm out to the left. Begin to bring the left leg across the body, and maybe rotate our torso and our gaze to the left. Left foot back down. Stand on your left foot. Grab an extended right leg wherever you need to. Remember, this can be thigh, calf, ankle, foot. Make sure that right leg is fully extended. Right arm is going to open out to the right. Right leg begins to cross the body. We finish by rotating the torso to the right and perhaps shifting the gaze. Right leg comes back down and release. Now, for revolved half moon, it's going to be a challenging pose, to put it mildly. For some people, it's actually easier though, so let me plant that seed too. So we're going to stand on the right foot, and instead of having our right hand down, we're going to have our left hand down. Your left thumb should align with your right big toe, torso distance from your foot. Your left leg is going to extend up into the air. Let me move forward so I'm not kicking things. And then if you can, your right arm is going to reach for the ceiling. Revolved half moon. Parivrita Ardha Chandrasana. Come on up from that. And we're going to go for the other side. So your left foot's going to be down. Your right hand comes towards a distance from your left big toe. Your right leg extends behind you. And you begin to rotate left hand up towards the ceiling. Come on up from that. Roll your shoulders back. Return to the front of your mat. Feet together, palms together. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look up halfway. Exhale, back down. You may either walk or jump back to plank and flow through your last vinyasa. I promised you I would let you sit, and I will. So really lengthen out in your downward facing dog. Long spine, heels reach for the floor. And then you can either walk or jump forward and have a seat with your legs extended for Dandasana. Pause for a moment, find your sit bones. Reconnect with your breath and your body. Reconnect with your intention. And then we're going to keep the right leg straight. I want you to bring your left foot to the inside of your right thigh. Lean out over that right leg. Wherever your hands are is perfect. I want you to raise your right leg up. Lift your chest. Make sure your right leg is straight. Flex the ankle and toes if you can. Pull the leg towards you. If you can, rotate, I'm going to turn around a little bit, rotate your right arm out to the right. If you need to, you can even put it on the ground. And then bring your leg all the way back down. Pick your left foot up and bring it across your right thigh. Left foot is flat. We're going to twist to the left, lifting the chest. Trying to keep the left foot flat. See if you can get your right arm outside that left knee. So it'd be like a prayer twist, except we're seated. Right leg stays active. Rotating to look over left shoulder. Unwind yourself. Extend your left leg out. Bring right foot to the inside of your left thigh. Lean out over your left leg. Wherever your hands are is perfect. Let's go ahead and lift that left leg up. You want it to be straight, so if you need to shift your grip, go for it. Flex the ankle and toes if you can. And then continue to hang on with your right hand. If you can, extend left arm out behind you. Again, it can be on the ground if you like, or it can be in the air. Rotate back around, put your left foot on the ground, pick your right foot up, bring it across your left thigh with the right foot flat, right hand behind you. If you are able, try and get that left elbow outside, right near thigh, and twist to your right. Unwind yourself. Wiggle the legs if you need to. Take your legs into a nice wide V. I want you to keep legs very straight, feet very active. Lift up through your chest. Your hands can be behind you to keep you on your sit bones. They can be in front of you. They can be on your legs or feet, whatever makes you happy. But extend your chest forward. So think about trying to lengthen your torso, lengthen your spine. It's as though the crown of your head is pulling forward. It might also be helpful to think of trying to get your throat to the floor. Two more breaths. And then come on up from that. Bring your legs together. Give them a good wiggle. And you get to roll onto your back. Hug your knees in and side to side rock. So you know we're going to do all that fun stuff lying on our backs. Of course we are. So I want you to extend your left leg all the way out onto the ground, nice and straight. Without using your hands, extend your right leg completely straight. No bend in the knee. So if your leg is up by your head, but your knee is bent, adjust that. Right leg is totally straight. Push through the back of the right knee. Don't worry about where the leg is. Just get it totally straight. Then, whatever you can comfortably reach with your leg straight, that's what I want you to grab. So I have a client who's very clever about grabbing behind the knee so that she can sneak a little bend in. Don't do that. Make sure your leg is 100% straight. Take a couple of breaths here, just getting a really nice hamstring stretch. And I want you to keep your right hand wherever it is. Leg should be totally straight. Left arm opens out to the left. I want you to start taking your right leg to the right without allowing your left hip to roll. So that might mean that your leg and your arm are still in the air. Your left glute should be flat. It might mean that you bend your right elbow and use your hand like a tripod. Or it might mean that the leg is all the way out. It just depends on your flexibility, but be impeccable with your form. You should feel this as a hamstring and right inner thigh stretch. Bring that leg back up. Put your left hand wherever your right hand was. Right arm opens out to the right. Right side is going to stay flat now. And you're taking the right leg across the body to the left. So as you can see, very similar to triangle and revolve triangle, half moon and revolve half moon, standing balance. We've done it face up, face down. I mean, the whole shebang, seated, standing. So you get to do a lying back now. Take one more breath here. If you're doing this properly, it's quite an interesting hip and hamstring stretch on the right side. Bring that leg back up. Go ahead and hug your right knee in, big squeeze. And we'll transition it into a nice, yummy twist. If you can, the toes of your right foot should hook inside or behind left knee or thigh. Right arm opens out to the right, and you are twisting to the left, allowing your body to do what it wants to do here, letting your head turn to the right, and then just relaxing. On your next inhale, go ahead, come back up, hug the right knee in. Bring your left knee up to meet it. You're welcome to rock if you like. I always do. Keep your left knee hugged in, extend your right leg all the way out. And without using your hands, extend your left leg completely straight. Make sure it's as straight as it can go. Then grab something on that left side, making sure that your knee is totally straight. Then I want you to keep your left hand on your left leg, wherever it is. Keep your left leg straight. Right arm is going to open out to the right. Your whole right side is going to stay very stationary. You're going to open your left leg out to the left. Whatever that means for you, remember, this is not about what it looks like. It's about being very mindful of sensations. In this case, left inner thigh should be feeling a lot of it. Left hamstring a little. Right side stays really glued down. Bring that left leg back up. Switch hands. Grab whatever you need to grab with your right hand. Make sure your left leg is straight. Left arm opens out to the left. Now we're going to keep that left side really flat and start to bring the left leg across the body. If you keep your leg straight and you're really honest and you don't let your left shoulder shift or lift or anything else, you should get quite an exciting stretch here. Bring that left leg back up. Hug your left knee in. Bring your right knee up to meet it, side to side rock. If you need to modify your inversion today, please do whatever works for you. My recommendation, my suggestion and request, if it's okay with your body, is to do halasana, plow pose. If that doesn't work for you, do anything else that gets your abdominal organs higher than your heart. As you're doing plow, if your feet do not touch the ground, please have your hands on your hips. If your feet do touch the ground, feel free to release the hands to the floor. Whether the feet are on the ground or not, please concentrate on having really straight legs. Two more breaths here. Slowly roll back down. Hug your knees in. Grab the outside edges of the feet and have some fun exploring your lower body in Happy Baby. As you feel ready, you can place your feet on the floor. want you to just drop the knees open, soles of the feet together, and just pause for a moment. So you've already done a lot of inner thigh work. This is a really passive inner thigh stretch. Just breathe. Notice if there's still any resistance in the inner thighs or if they feel like they've completely released. And then we'll stay in this position to lengthen the low back muscles before Shavasana. So as you inhale next, tilt your pelvis back, take the curve out of the low back, press low back into the mat. Next time you exhale, release, let the curve come back into your spine. Once more, inhale, flatten the back. And then as you exhale, release, begin to extend your legs. Really extend them out nice and straight. And then totally relax them. Feel free to roll them in and out a couple times if you need to make sure they completely relax. Relax your glutes for sure. Lengthen your spine, lengthen your neck. Allow your hands to be below your heart, preferably with your palms up. Let a little bit of space come in between your teeth so that your jaw is relaxed. Gently, softly close your eyes. Smooth out your forehead. Take a deep breath in. And exhale through your mouth. Just completely relax. So as you feel your body softening, your breath also gets softer. You know that your body is letting go. So we're going to allow our mind to also take a break. We're going to use sound to do that. So this morning, I want you to notice any sounds outside of your home or wherever you're practicing. Maybe you hear breeze, maybe you hear birds, maybe you hear traffic. Whatever it is, notice any sounds outside. And then bring your awareness a little closer in. I want you to become aware of sounds outside of you, but inside of the place that you're practicing. So if you're practicing in your home, you might hear humming refrigerator or someone else moving around or anything like that. Notice any sounds inside your home. Then I'd like you to go inside of you, deep into what feels like your geographical center. Listen. What you should find is total silence, total stillness, complete peace. Allow your awareness to come back outside of you. And you can just hear all of the sounds outside of your practice space as well as inside of your practice space, but outside of you. Just be aware of all the external sound. And then again, drop back inside of you and become aware of the internal silence. One more time, allow your awareness to come back outside of you, listening for all of the sounds around you, whatever they may be. Listen to all of them. And now drop back into your quiet center and rest in that silence and stillness. Rest in that peace. So I want you to stay in that quiet, still center. And from that place, become aware of the sounds outside of you. You're still in your quiet center, but from there you recognize external environmental sounds. Notice how that changes things. Imagine what it would be like if your life were lived from this place of awareness. Begin to deepen your breath. Begin to move your fingers and toes a little bit. As you're ready, take a deep breath and spread your fingers and toes. Exhale through your mouth as you relax them. Even deeper breath in. Stretch through arms and legs. Stretch your whole body and then exhale. Relax. Hug your knees in. Roll to your right side. Press yourself up into a comfortable seated position, nice straight spine. So today we're going to do true Nadi Shodhana, alternate nostril breath. You'll be using your right hand to block your nostrils. It's very important energetically to do that. If you can manage Vishnu Mudra, that's always preferable. That is with the first two fingers of your right hand tucked, caught underneath the pad of the thumb. Because when you do that, those two bent fingers can simply rest under the nostrils and your right thumb blocks the right nostril and the ring and pinky finger block the left. Now, if that's uncomfortable or awkward, if your hand doesn't do that, the first two fingers of your right hand can rest in the center of the forehead. And you still have right thumb blocking right nostril, right ring and pinky finger blocking left. Your left hand may do whatever you would like it to do. So if you want to do a mudra, that's fine. It can be palm up, palm down, whatever feels comfortable is usually correct. And I'm going to talk us through an equal length breath today. So it's samavriti, which means same length, equal length. All right. So it'll be 6 seconds inhale, 6 seconds exhale. If you're used to prolonging your exhales, you'll have to breathe out faster, because the idea is we're going to completely fill our lungs in 6 seconds and we're going to completely empty the lungs in 6 seconds. All right. So straight spine, find your hand position with your right hand. Let's breathe in through both nostrils. Breathe out completely through both nostrils. Block the right side, breathe in through the left. Breathe out through the right. Inhale right. Exhale left. Inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale right. Exhale left. Inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale right. Exhale left. Allow your right hand to rest down and just let your breath be even and natural. Don't control it at all. Both nostrils. Just take the opportunity to sit with this for a moment. And so just noticing your body, your breath, your thoughts, your emotions, and your energy. Feeling the effects of your physical practice, of your relaxation, and resting in that quiet, still center. The effects of your Nadi Shodhana, your balancing alternate nostril breath, and the effects of simply sitting. Bring palms together in gratitude for all of these things. We are so fortunate to have this practice and this level of awareness. Take one more huge breath in through the nose. Big exhale through the mouth. Bringing our palms together in front of our foreheads, we're reminded to be present, to stay in the moment. Bringing our palms together in front of our lips, we're reminded to speak our truth. Bringing our palms together in front of our hearts, we're reminded to keep our hearts open, to always practice kindness, compassion, and unconditional love. Thank you for joining me. Namaste.